Short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Check, block 54. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. 72.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Brady now to throw, setting up the screen for Miller. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out.
Set, 380. Check, 56. I'm coming for you, mine. He's coming. He's set.
Now a play fake. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Side.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Miller. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Bound to lose one.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over.
All day. Wait, set. Wide, 80. 56. I got one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the 1st round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Shreds the tackle. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And an
29, Alpha, 56. Wild Bill. Alert!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Brady on the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Completes it to Miller.
Let's go,
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Here we go, T. Get off the field.
Brady going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. First down carry now for Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. Here's Brady.
Big stop, let's go.
This is Miller, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Wait, 20! Right there, 56. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Draw play. This is Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the offense will take over.
Set 53. Check 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Brady saying, let's go, as he'll hustle him to the line. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Wait, that's round 80. Round 80. 56. Here we go. Here we go.
Brady now on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 81 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Wait, 20. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Tight go, Larry.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. This is Miller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
I got you.
From the gun, it's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Alabama, 380, 56. Ain't no such thing as a low bandit.
Brady now on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Nick Bosa getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. The Bucs on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be third and first, and he's going to go down again. D Ford, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, that's line 20. Check 56. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Alert.
On first down, Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Brady. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come.
Wait, 20! We own it! We own it! Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Miller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Offside defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Throwing on first down. Brady complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady to throw again. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Brady, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 20, 10, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So this defense clicking early. Return for a touchdown.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. Right there, 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10. Brady, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 1st down, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go,
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. To throw on 3rd down. Brady, now a desperation throw deep. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 26 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. It's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Niners, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a Super Bowl rematch twice over. It's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, no Joe Montana, Ken Anderson, or even Boomer Esiason. But we've got a rematch of Super Bowl 16 and 23 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll see you at halftime with a look back at some games from earlier today. But now, let's get up to Cincy. Standing by, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Ready.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
60 Pittsburgh. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is Mixon on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. There we go. Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. 4 down. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzoma. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already...
Ready, break. 54 Mike. Check. 80 weapon. 54.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready. 56. Check 56. I don't think you got it, son.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 15, run. 15 left. Coming after you. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Mixon with a first down carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got 4. 2nd and 6.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run here with Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in the...
Got it. 56. Mike 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
18 Gator. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 84 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right?
Ready. 56 is the mark. Right here. Mike 56. Mike 56. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Come. Get it.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. There you have it.
Mike 56. 18 Gator. Check. Lucky.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player... disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Under pressure, they got him again. D. Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd.
Down. 60 outlaw. Here we go.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 8, read. 56. Cut. Watch the twist.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A draw play for Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. 56. You don't want this. Get it. Clear.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for?
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. I got you. Ready, ready.
Back to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2nd and 3. Open man is Uzomah. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try and run with Mixon and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.